me you do not stand for my kid, and you do not stand for me. I helped you in this fight. You lied. You lied to us as residents. You do not stand for me. And I want you to step down as mayor today and save our village from this deficit that you have caused, because something is definitely wrong with you. And that mental illness bill that you want to pass, you need to get yourself checked.
Okay. You say I'm the mayor's pick. Well, she did. She got a good pick. She got a great pick.
And making bills. We're not paying the lights, but they paying for first class flights. Make it make sense. Thank you. Of course, that bill is from August. Who the hell want to see Tiffany picture all around town? 122 banners. Ain't nobody gonna approve that.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome into First Reaction TV. My name is J-Mart. So, if you're not familiar with who Tiffany Henyard is yet, she is the Super City Girl Mayor, and she's also the Township Supervisor of Dolton. Now, Miss Henyard has been accused of some questionable things like charity fraud or money laundering or misusing public funds, and tonight, some people called her out on those things. So the village of Dolton holds a board meeting every month, and that meeting just came to an end, and things got a little crazy, where the village members called out Miss Henyard, where the trustees called out Miss Henyard, and obviously, the Super City Girl Mayor herself clapped back at everybody. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching, and we're going to jump right into it.
My name is Reed Harvey. I'm a longtime resident since 1986. My question is, what was the financial status when Tiffany Henyard was elected? What has your administration done or accomplished to better that? Are you aware that the village administrator currently is in a bankruptcy proceeding? Something like this does not happen overnight. There was a meeting maybe 2 weeks ago, the secret squirrel meeting. Well, maybe tonight we're going to have the city girl meeting.
I want to start off by saying self-accountability is a bad thing in this administration. The mayor can blame everybody for what's going on, but she has to look at herself. Nobody told her to get on TV and lie like that. Blatant lies. Did you spend this on the credit cards? No, sir. I don't know where they got that from. That's unexcusable. These are easily verifiable lies. That's unacceptable. That immediate attention didn't kick up until them lies came out on WGN. Nobody was really paying attention for checking for Dolton like that until then.
I handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
Also, the financial reports. Who's the finance chair? Stan Brown. Does Stan know anything about the finances? Can he answer any questions? The trustees don't have the credit card receipts. The mayor's village reports, the financial reports. Does Stan have it? Because the rest of the trustees don't have it. And she's going to say everybody's lying. They do have it. The attorney general is asking for credit card receipts. I guess the attorney general is lying too. So this is where we're at in the village. It's self-accountability, and the mayor can blame everybody. I know she wants to say I'm a black woman, and it's because I'm a woman. You know how many women that she's affecting? Look at what she did to Dr. Scott down the street. She won't even let her open up. Look how she talks to the other black women up here. These are all single mothers, just like her. Look how she talks to them. Look how she talks to the clerk who's old enough to be her mother. Look how disrespectful she is. If y'all can't see that, a lot of y'all do see that. I just don't refuse to see it. She's so disrespectful.
I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
And she told Brittany, don't say nothing else. I don't want to hear from you no more. How do you talk to an adult like that who's elected? Everybody that works for her know how disrespectful she is. So department heads, be careful. Like Chief lied last time and got caught out. The cars were about to get repoed. Oh, that's handled, Trustee House, when it clearly wasn't handled. So when you be careful, there's life after this girl, and you have to move on. And if you're on camera lying for her because she told you to lie, Believe me, it's all recorded. Everything's recorded. And be careful not to lie on something that can easily be proven that you lied. The chief said it was handled. It wasn't handled. They almost repossessed the cars. That's unacceptable. So thank y'all so much. Trustees, keep fighting. Keep holding this administration accountable. Keep fighting for transparency. And don't let her bankrupt this town and then blame it on y'all. And Trustee Belcher,
Time is up, sir.
Please put our picture back up.
Time is up, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm going to say it this last time. You cannot disrupt the meeting. Hold your claps, hold your statements, hold your comments. If you got something you want to say, step up to the podium, but you cannot disrupt the meeting. The next time that happens, I am going to clear the room.
All right, so this meeting starts out with some of the citizens calling out Miss Henyard's hypocrisies and some of her lies, like the time she was interviewed and denied going to Las Vegas and denied credit card statements. The problem is that the journalist asking the questions already had the answers via FOIA requests. So Miss Henyard was obviously caught in a couple lies, and the citizen is just recalling some of those awesome times. Now, whenever this last guy's done speaking, you'll hear a police chief speak up and threaten to shut down the entire meeting if he hears a single little noise in the audience. Now, who is this police chief? Well, it's Louis Lacey. And who is he? Well, he just happens to be one of Miss Henyard's private security guards that is paid massive overtime hours to follow Miss Henyard around 24/7 for private security. So you will hear him chime in throughout this meeting multiple times, claiming that he's not on Miss Henyard's side for politics, he's just on her side because it's the right side, and he's there for the people's business. It's not that he's making $13,000 every 2 weeks, it's that he's there for the people.
Greetings to the citizens, elected officials, and media especially. We need the media simply because there are strategic power outages at certain times throughout these proceedings, just like last week. And denials notwithstanding, we know that's a blatant lie. Secondly, I usually address most of my comments to the audience, but I'm going to talk to Tiffany Henyard and Keith Freeman. Keep my name out of your mouth, okay? Now, unless you want it back. Because you will get it back. I'm just letting you know face to face. I'm not going behind your back. I'm telling you to your face, please, we're not on a first name basis. Let's not pretend anymore, okay? We got that? I hope you got that. Next, I couldn't believe I looked at this agenda and saw the word secret squirrel on a freaking, on a professional agenda for a village. If you look on that first page, she has secret squirrel meeting on there. You know what made that necessary? 11 council meetings. There have been 11 meetings like this that have been canceled, where the trustees get their agenda items on the agenda, and they have been unilaterally canceled by this secret squirrel administration, because squirrels hide stuff. They bury stuff in the wintertime and hide that dirt. This is what is happening right now. So if you want to put secret squirrel on a freaking agenda, get some help. Secondly, City Hall, this City Hall that we pay for has been shut down 11 times in a row. That's why we have to have those other meetings. We can't even get access to our City Hall. Okay, think about that for a minute. Only because people want to hide their little secret squirrel agendas and then come back and rant and rave and insult people when they bring it up. That is absolutely pathetic. And I was wondering, is the Auditor General aware of what's going on here? If we can get something get the Auditor General in here, because there is no way all of this paperwork has been, keeps staying hidden. The secret squirrel has buried it. So we need to deal with the secret squirrel's lack of transparency. This is what we got here. So we can sit up here and pretend this is an official proceeding, but there's another official proceeding that's supposed to happen every third week in the month, and it hasn't happened 11 times straight, and that is obviously intentional. So enough is enough, okay? If you're not going to be professional about it, you need to step down and leave us the hell alone.
I'm here to express deep concerns about the township's lack of transparency relating to financial records. If there is no discrepancies in our finances, then why the resistance? Why not share the information to the residents? The mayor has recently reported in a recent interview that our deficit is 2 million rather than the 7 million. If that's true, where's the proof? Yet she has failed to give us the proof.
What is the state of the city's finances?
So we are in a deficit, but it's not what everybody's claiming it to be. They're going around with false allegations of 5 million, 7 million, 8 million. It's all false.
You would. When we talk about the deficit, last fiscal year through May, the deficit was 2.5 million in our operating account. This year through the report we got, which was September 30th, I pulled that up as you were speaking. So from May through September, there was an additional $4.2 million of deficit. So you couple those two together, the deficit is growing and it's approaching 7 million.
The mayor also has made claims that the proof of financial information is on the Dolton's website, yet it is not. That is false. We don't need any more videos. We don't need anything else saying that what you're claiming to do for the village. We need accountability. We need information on the finances. Stan Brown, Trustee Stan Brown. I find myself perplexed by your position on the Finance Committee. Your role suggests a focus on our village finances, yet discussions from you from this critical topic are notably absent. Where are the Finance Committee meetings? Why don't you speak up during these board meetings? Where are the financial reports? Surely you should have that information, right? Why don't we have it? I urge you to refocus on the financial health of our community and share with us your actions and plans for enhancing transparency. To the residents, continue to speak up, speak out, do not be afraid. We demand transparency, and that's what we should get. Thank you to the trustees for what you are doing, the rest of you all. Thank you for continuing to fight on our behalf, and we appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good evening.
And so, Chief Lacey, you know, it's really disappointing that she made you chief because you violate a lot of people's rights. You violated her rights when we were in the water department discussing my bill and you pulled right on up. You wanted to put Miss Stubbs out for clapping, right? Like you so good, but we seen you, the whole village. We saw you breaking somebody's property. We saw you. Yep, in your team jersey. Then you wore it to an event. And so you should be very careful about how you treat the residents because you do violate our rights. We had a right to speak. We had.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Is
Your time is up. Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have some seconds.
Ma'am,
Okay.
your
He
time is up.
interrupted. I had like 5
Ma'am.
more seconds.
Your time
All right,
is up.
yes.
I know it's okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so you have some more citizens calling out the corruption. You got some secret squirrels hiding some secret nuts, and what do they cover those nuts up with? Dirt. They cover it up with their dirt, and we need people out there to uncover all this dirt. That was a pretty sweet line, by the way. This last lady goes up there and calls out Chief Lacey for breaking into somebody's property, and he shuts her down immediately. I tell you what, man, this village is at war. You have about 4 good trustees that are trying to fight this corruption by any means necessary, and I feel like they're hanging on by a thread because Tiffany Henyard, she's got some freaking thugs around her, man. Like when the head of her security is the chief of police, and these people are willing to do anything by any means necessary to protect her, things can get dangerous pretty quick. So you have to respect these citizens calling them out because I tell you what, in a small town like this, you best bet Tiffany Henyard will use every single one of their words against them, and she will do anything in her power to make their life hell. Now, with the members of the village done speaking, let's go ahead and hear from the Supreme Leader herself.
As you can see, our village, our community, myself, we are under attack. It's a shame that people can come to meetings and just tell one-sided stories and not get the entire side of both stories. In the next week or two, you will hear myself speak to anything anyone has spoken about me, anything anyone has put out there, because it's facts over fiction for me. So I would state facts. I would show receipts. When people talk all these things, it's all gossip. And I get it because all y'all out here, people like run off of negativity or he say, she say stuff. I don't sit at tables that people talk about people, because right here, this moment, talking about other people not gonna get you anywhere. You would never grow by just trying to put dirt on somebody else. And that's what's going on in our village. And to my staff, I apologize for all the mess that the Board of Trustees have created as it relates to people coming into our community and basically harassing you guys. All right, quiet down, guys.
Quiet down. Quiet down.
You have to listen. If you don't want
Quiet
the message,
down.
you don't have to take the stuff that you guys don't see. And it's the tunnel vision that I'm speaking of. You one-sided. You only hear one side. You don't hear anybody else's side but the negativity. And I'm here to tell you that they are having issues. Stop creating chaos in your village where we all lay our head, what some of us do, because I don't know where they lay at, and then make a judgment, which nobody should judge anybody, but only judge when you got both sides of the story, not one-sided narratives, which is negative narratives in the media. And everybody thought they was going to be able to come and tell me what to do. They thought they was going to start this little smear campaign, and I wasn't going to fight back. I'm going to always fight for what's right, and I'm always stay the course, and I will be victorious when all the dust clear. You see, mark my words. That's who run a day-to-day in any other municipality, but people don't got the facts, so they don't know what to believe. You just listen to one side once again, and then get both other sides to know what's truth and what's not. See anything that's going on with myself, anything that's going on with the truth, with the facts, with the receipts. I will be posting on Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast. You can go to Spotify, Amazon. You go to any of those platforms to see what is going on, and I will drop the first one this Friday.
So what does Tiffany Henyard do? She comes up there and she says she's about facts. She's not about fiction. She's going to bring receipts. How many receipts did she bring? None. She didn't bring a single receipt. She has a massive platform. She can sit up there and speak for 2 hours in the middle of a meeting, have an entire platform to herself, have the actual news media there broadcasting to cable channels, to the internet, wherever she wants. And she doesn't bring a single receipt, not an actual receipt, for the taxpayer-funded trips that she's taken, or the taxpayer money that she spent, or the money that she illegally funded into her charity from the taxpayers. Not a single receipt. And she has had every single opportunity to do so. The fact that she somehow still tells her brain that she's about business, and she stands on business, and she's about facts, is mind-blowing. Like, it is an actual amazing feat to be that narcissistic and that brain dead. Also remember that she has time to advertise her upcoming podcast that she's releasing, where she's going to tell everyone once again about all these receipts, and she's going to tell everyone once again about all these facts, but still doesn't bring any receipts or facts to the actual meeting.
It will be all facts, receipts, things you can utilize.
Now this next part here I think is absolutely amazing. You have to pay close attention to what's going on, but I think it shows that these people have absolutely no idea what they're doing. They have no idea how to run a village, let alone balance their own checkbook. It is absolutely fascinating. Check this out.
So with that being said, I'm going to read for the January 31st, 2024 corporate payment register. $213,261.42. Water fund register, $376, $944.05. American Rescue Plan, $459.90 for a total corporate payment of $590,665.37. Their motion to accept the bills is read.
Now this is Stan Brown, and he is in charge of paying the corporate bills. Now the problem with this is that Stan wants to pay all the bills, but the other trustees are opposed to paying all the bills because of Tiffany's spending habits, where she went on her spending sprees and she flew first class and she had expensive suppers and used the credit card for her own personal use and was not board approved. So the other trustees object to paying these sorts of bills. But what Stan finds out here in a minute is absolutely fascinating.
Page 1, Aurelio's Pizza, $131.63. Page 1, Best Western Plus, $318.14. Page 1, Chicago Midway Airport, $200 even. Page 1, Cooper's Hawk, $557.68. Page 2, Dollar Tree, $145.32. Page 2, Food for Less, $107.99. Page 3, Irie Jerk Hut, $1,356.22. Page 3, Italian Fiesta, $113.59. Page 3, JJ Fish and Chicken, $68 even. Page 3, Johnny T's Bistro and Blues, $90.30. Page 3, Kirk's Barbecue, $676. Page 4, Potbelly Sandwich Shop, $126.57. Page 4, Ruby Soul Food, $674. Page 4, Sophia Tamales and Corn, $2,400. And page 4, Tasty Crab, $458.79. My superseding motion is to approve the bills as read with the items removed.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right, then motion second. Any discussion?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I read off the bills and I'm very concerned with individuals that has done the work. And my motion is to pay all bills, not to take certain individual vendors out. That's like discriminating. We take some out and don't pay and we pay others. So with that being said, I'm in support of paying all bills as they being read. That's only being fair. And even with that being said, reading these bills is the same way they've been getting read for the past 10, 12 years. The bills get read and then the trustees vote on it. Nobody came on this board. It wasn't on no petition that you have to be a finance specialist to read this report. So with that being said, Steve, I see why you're not here. Thank you.
May I make a comment?
All right, go ahead.
Trustee Stan Brown, these superseding motions are off the electronic warrant list, meaning they already been paid. So for you to say all these people should be paid, they already used the card and it wasn't approved. So they've been paid because it's being put into record of items that were not approved by the board, or if, since we no longer have access to accounts payable, in my viewpoint, may have not had a receipt. So the items have already been paid. It's a matter of checks and balances. And since everybody, you just made the question, the great statement of we have a finance director, maybe if she give us information that we request, we wouldn't have to sit here every first and do this.
So thank you for agreeing with me. That's why I said this should be paid. It's electronic.
They already been paid.
It's already been paid.
Okay.
So at the end there, that was the most awkward 10 seconds of silence that I've ever seen. This guy who is in charge of paying their bills has absolutely no idea that the bills are actually paid. He has no idea how any of this works. He had to literally be told that the bills are already paid because she used a credit card. So obviously the bill was paid. What's going on is the board is objecting to it because they never gave permission for the card to be used in that way. And this guy has no clue what's going on. Tiffany Henyard's also in the same boat. She has no clue what's going on. She's blaming unpaid bills for the $7 million deficit that she ran up. And the bills are technically paid. This guy's over here citing discrimination and all this stuff about why we need to pay them, and they've been paid and they were paid from the start, but he had no idea about any of it. It's absolutely fascinating. The dysfunction here is just insane.
You're not getting it. So that's the lies that I be trying to point out
It's not
to the
a lie.
residents as relates to they say one thing, but
Quiet,
really
please.
the facts is the facts, which we're showing you up here today. And Trustee Stan Brown made a great point. If it's an electronic warrant, why are we playing this game? Why are we putting on a show for residents? For real. Let's be 100. We all adults. If it's already paid for, why are we sitting here taking it out on a warrant list? It's within the authority. It's within the purchasing power. What is the problem? But that's what I'm saying, that people are playing politics. These are the games that we play. We spend about 20, 30 minutes on every bills list, and we're going to go through it. And they're going to take this out, take that out, and you ask why a deficit. When people don't pay bills, the bills still exist, no matter how y'all look at it. So you see who not paying bills, but they blame us. You're looking at it with your own two eyes, residents. Pay attention, wake up, stop with the smoke signals like it ain't working. So we got a motion on the floor. You guys want to remove those items, which is well within our authority, but okay, $100 for some food. Don't make no sense to me.
All right, so in Tiffany Henyard's little rant there, it was more than just $100 for some food. It was thousands of dollars. And on top of that, she just got told that the bills were paid. And she's going on a rant saying, see y'all, they're not paying the bills. She just got told they were paid. She then blamed them again for the deficit. And she has no idea what's going on. She has no clue what a deficit is. She has no idea how a deficit functions. She is the worst mayor in United States history. By the end of this, I think she's going to be in federal prison, but for right now, she's just the worst mayor ever. So that discussion that they were just having was about electronic bills that come out automatically, like credit cards. Next gets to the juicy part, real bills, where this mayor ran the shit up out of the tab and vendors are coming looking for their money. These are real bills that aren't paid. And things about to get real. Check this out.
Okay, I have discussion. We always get up here every single month and we talk about bills being paid. Here we are making more bills and we're not paying the bills that we already have. It is for Moscow Designs. Beautiful Christmas ornaments, I must say myself. They cost us $65,000 that the vendor is looking for payment as of Friday. And I do have the information here, so I do have fact check. I had her send me the email so everyone can have a copy and see this. We are not paying our bills. Yeah, we got the bag, but it must be empty because we ain't paying no bills here. $65,000 for Christmas lights. Again, they're beautiful. $40,000 for meat electric, $40,000 plus. To be exact, $40,518.88. And this came from the account receivable young lady, Kristen Daly. So this is not a lie. $40,000. We wonder why we can't get street lights. We have a bill for $19,899.60. They are for 122 banners of North Street. For everybody's
Quiet, please.
Now I wonder where these banners are going to go. Somebody tell me. 122 banners, they all can't fit here. So they must going to go up and down the street on Simply. You want to talk about money being spent recklessly? Here it is. Pay your bills first, and you can do whatever you want to do as long as it's approved by the board. Get approval first. Stop spending our tax dollars just like it's willy-nilly. It's not. And you want taxes to go up. When I came here 17 years ago, $2,300 in property taxes. I'm at 69 plus. For what? For what? Stop taking my tax dollars and playing games with them. This is what I'm talking about. And then you want to say it's not true? Here it is, right here. And the email was sent to the Public Works Director.
So we're not paying the vendor. If you all vote on it tonight, they will be paid. It is already on the warrant list.
All right, so once again, this is just like another fascinating thing that's going on. You have a $65,000 bill that she spent on Christmas decorations. Then you add up the other things she did, $40,000 for something else, and then $15,000 for banners with pictures of her face on it. Now, obviously, that's over $100,000 that looks like she spent in about a month just on these three things. And then this lady speaks up and says, well, no, we're not paying them. If you vote on it tonight, they will be paid. Once again, she is out there spending hundreds of thousands of dollars of taxpayers' money without approval. No spending limit, no spending anything, no approval. She is just spending money like she is a millionaire with other people's money, and she's spending it first and asking for permission second. This is insane. Like, this is absolutely insane.
I need to be recognized.
Yep, go ahead.
So the point of the matter is this. We do not have the receipts and we do not have the documentation. You know, it baffles me how many you sit here and you say, well, I got the receipts. Well, please show us all. Like I stated, we do not have the receipts We have not received financial statements showing where we are as a village since September. We have a jumbotron right here that we use for everything else. If we have, show us on the jumbotron so us and the rest of America can see where you all sent the trustees the financial statements, the credit card statements. We have not received credit card statements since last year around this time. At one point, when Trustee Belcher asked for them, the director, Tanjanique, stated, we cut the credit card off. Trustee Belcher said, okay, can you just show us where we cut the credit card off? We still haven't received any proof showing that we cut the credit card statements off. Here's the jumbotron, show it to us, where you sent it to the trustees, showing us proof where we cut off the credit card statements. I find it strange that the credit card is supposed to be cut off, but yet every month we're sitting here and we're voting on a credit card statement. Seems ridiculous. How are we voting on a credit card statement when there is no credit card? Again, RFPs, they continue to say, oh, well, they do the work, pay the people. If they wanted these people to be paid, one, they'll pay them like they do everybody else. They don't wait on us typically, so they shouldn't start waiting today. That's one. Then secondly, if we want them to get paid, let's be transparent. We all here, what's the problem with RFPs? We've been asking for RFPs since the start. Bring the people up here and let them bid for the jobs so we know what work is being done and how much we're paying for the work. Again, we continue to be silent. You sit up here and say what we can and cannot say. The fact of the matter is we all just want the paperwork. We don't want to sit here and be belittled by the staff with the things that you done prepped them to say before the meet. We're really sick of that. All we really want is the receipt. Send it to us. Put it on the website. We don't even have to keep discussing it. Put it on the website so every resident in here can see the receipts. America, ask this lady and the administration for receipts. Provide them to us. And stop expecting us to vote on things that we cannot see. Nobody, no smart person with intelligence vote on something that they cannot see, like the blind leading the blind. That's what will not happen. So I'm going to say again, I'm going to say, if we are provided with the receipts, residents, we're provided with bids, we won't keep having this dog and pony show that they keep creating. We'd be able to revoke what we came here to do. We came here for the business. Residents are ready to go home. Again, provide us with the receipts, provide us with the RFPs, and let's pay the people that we owe first before continuously mismanaging the money and making bills. We're not paying the lights, but they paying for first-class flights. Make it make sense. Thank you.
The lights are on.
So if this village is savable from going bankrupt, this is one of the good trustees that is preventing it from going under. Now, the next trustee that speaks, I apologize for the audio, but there's nothing I can do about it. But I think it's a little bit too good to keep out of the video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. It is a little rough on the ears.
Stated that Tanjanique Miller, Keith Freeman, and Janice Johnson was on the bank account and can see the information from Fifth Third Direct. Then y'all have Lacey get up here and say that the clerk and Jason House was on the bank account, and that's how the miss happened of the Reaper cards. This is about the bull crap stuff that y'all see here and go through, because Janice Johnson is the one that issued the checks. Y'all so big on throwing each other under the bus, y'all don't even know what y'all be saying. Janice is the one that issued. So Janice, you're telling me because somebody switched names on there, they stopped the ACH, they didn't stop the ACH on them Tahoes, they didn't stop the ACH on those electric bikes, they didn't stop the ACH on anything else that been provided, they didn't stop the ACH or credit card on them $17,000 worth of skates. They didn't stop the ACH or debit card for anything else. So you get here and sit here and say these things, and you don't have a clue on what you're talking about. But then we're about to go downstairs and probably vote on $40,000 for a lawsuit that you incurred. You don't do that to us. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. And we shouldn't have to come here and keep sitting listening to this crap. Then Tanjanique just said the $19,000 that y'all about to approve is on the warrant list. Of course, that bill is from August. Who the hell want to see Tiffany picture all around town? 122 banners. Ain't nobody gonna approve that. And Trustee Brown, please tell them what those banners say. It ain't even about her picture. Please read off what the banners say.
Now,
No, Trustee Brown is about to read out what they say. No,
you play this game. I'll see y'all in another month.
Trustee Brown.
Comment that you need to make.
I have
All right,
copies for
we moving
everybody.
on, guys. We're gonna move on.
I have
Let's
copies.
continue with our board meeting.
Right, because she don't want the people to know she want us to pay $20,000 for banners that say first black female. I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Like a lot of jealousy to me, but thank you, Trustee. Thank you. Out of order. A lot of jealousy and envy. That's the shame. But go ahead, Kirky. Call the round so we can move forward.
Alright, so this trustee here is just pretty much blowing off some steam. She's pretty much saying the same thing that we just talked about the crazy spending and the automatic bill payments and how they're just now asking for approval to pay them even though they've already spent the money, basically. Notice how she has her picture on her desk as well. Apparently, Miss Henyard would not allow her to hang her picture on the wall anymore with the rest of the trustees. That's how petty this mayor is. Even though this trustee just went after the mayor pretty hard there, she's not done yet. She put a couple packets together exposing this 25-0 thing that the mayor keeps saying that she's 25-0 in court, 25-0 in court. Well, apparently this trustee put a little packet and a little presentation together to show everyone that she's completely full of shit. And that apparently there's only been about 9 cases with about 4 or 5 still residing in the courts and then not finished yet.
So of course, every month we sit here and listen to this. While we shouldn't have legislative council, you get on TV and say you 25-0 and it's 25-0. And then, so I just had to pull all of the lawsuits that either been through the trustees versus Tiffany Henyard or Tiffany Henyard versus trustees. So exhibit 1, I'll be passing out.
Okay, we're in the middle of a meeting, but whatever. So anyway, so just hold for the record, guys. I put this on the agenda
just to clear this up for all these lawsuits that you're saying that you won, you didn't. We still have, it's never been more than 9, and there's still 4 open cases that's in court. So for you to constantly sit here and say, I won this case, I won this case, can you provide documentation to see all these cases that you won? Because this is public information. It's not like I went and made it up or anything. Anybody can go to the Cook County Clerk of the Circuit Court and pull up Village of Dolton versus Tiffany Henyard or Tiffany Henyard versus Village of Dawson and see this stuff. So where is these 25 cases come from?
The trustees, they take me to court for anything they say, right? Then we go to court and I won. I won over 24 cases. Yesterday I just got word I won another case. So I'm 25-0.
Alright, so after Tiffany got called out here, it pissed her off because this trustee actually came with the receipts and it proved that Tiffany was making shit up and that she's crazy. So Tiffany goes on about a 30-minute rant here talking about how everyone needs to get their facts straight and they need to get the real and that people are out just to smear her and it's a smear campaign. There's a conspiracy theory. And not once did she talk about the people of Dolton. Not once did she talk about the community that she's in. Not once did she talk about any events, the people, nothing. It was all about her. It was all about this self-absorbed narcissist that is running this town into the ground. And they're in trouble. This town's in serious trouble. It's going to be absolutely impossible to govern there with her in office. She is there to start wars, and you can tell she's not going to let anything go. The people she hates, she's going to hate forever. She will hold a grudge as long as possible. So I feel horrible for these people. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet, we're almost to 3,000 subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, let me know what you guys think. Thanks again for watching, guys.
So all I'm saying to you guys is everything that somebody says, y'all need to fact check because people can easily tell y'all something, but we winning.
I need to be.
They not winning, but yet they spending y'all money. They $2 million up on a lawyer, $2 million. This man trying to take money from us, the village. If I went back and he would have hit, what y'all see what's going on? $2 million from insurance. Not once, twice. $2 million. And you tell me about $2 million, $2 million. He's trying to move up for $500,000 with cash. Trustee Brown, not saying Brown, and Trustee Miller, including all of them. They're not telling you these facts, but this is why I'm standing for you, brothers. You. They keep on spending your money, point at us. At the end of the day, myself, my administration, we got nothing but work. Anything you have to do, we got done. They talk about last year, they talk about travel. That's a lie. They got show me out there, right here, that's a lie. Show me out there, tell me. But again, these are things that just the news. You get off the news, just and I don't go some votes. I don't know how many times I said it, but get y'all put that out there. The negative of me. I'm sick and tired of you guys stopping the mess. We get to do work. We got elected to do work. You got random tickets that you bet. You got to pay attention to the conspiracy that these 4, 5 people got going on in our village. Next on the agenda. Mental health. You guys know I'm really big on helping people get through whatever that issue is.
Because something is definitely wrong with you. And that mental illness bill that you want to pass, you need to get yourself checked.